Veterans re-entering civilian life face many challenges, including finding a job. Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Welcome to this edition of Military Makeover Operation Career. Today, inspirational stories of former servicemen and women who have reinvented themselves and are thriving at companies who value their unique skills. As a one-of-a-kind combination of two powerhouse companies, Mazda Toyota Manufacturing brings experience and innovation to the vehicle manufacturing space. But they're building more than just cars. They're building trust and opportunities for veterans looking for new careers in automotives.
I joined the Air Force out of college. I was ROTC at Oklahoma State University. I wanted to see the world and have a job when I graduated and just do something different than what I had experienced in my small town of Oklahoma.
My name is Kenneth Sparks. I served in Alabama National Guard for 13 years as an electrician and a heavy equipment operator. It was a sense of pride at the time. I really wanted to be a part of our community and also be in the military. So by joining the National Guard, I was able to do both.
I did 22 and a half years in the military, all of them active duty. I started as a combat engineer. I did about 10 years as a combat engineer. Eventually I transferred into air traffic control. So I became a tactical air traffic controller in aviation. I went back overseas to Germany.
For Mazda Toyota to come together as a joint venture, as our two parent companies, you're getting not only just the large, problem-solving, very innovative company of Toyota with the very technical and precise side of Mazda coming together to learn from each other, but to also benefit our consumers when they buy our vehicles to see some of the best vehicles that are made here in the world.
Veterans bring a lot to the table. Number one, they have vast experience and diverse backgrounds. So they've been through a lot of different experiences that normal civilians haven't been through. And I think that's an asset that companies can really thrive on. And with MTM being a fairly new company, there's a lot of room for advancement. Depending on what you're looking for, we have team members that are able to be promoted within a year and a half, depending on their drive and what they want to get out of their career. There's a lot of room for advancement.
In my experience, veterans are some of the most dedicated, hard-working individuals. They are passionate about being invested in a mission. They want to succeed. They want to have purpose. They are committed to doing a job well done. They have a lot of respect for themselves, respect for others, and ultimately they want to be successful just as much as the mission.
I think in manufacturing, when you're applying military skills or whatever you learn to manufacturing, automatically first and foremost, pride and workmanship comes. Just like when you're military, you're proud to serve your country, you're proud to do anything you do, you should be putting forth 100%. This is what I'm doing and this is why I'm doing it. Not just necessarily for my country, but for my brothers to my left or to my right, doing this together for each other. So manufacturing the same, you gotta think about it. You're protecting families as well. Not necessarily with arms, but you're protecting families by, hey, I'm trying to build a quality product so this family can ride in and be safe.
If you're a veteran that's getting ready to transition out of the military, I really would like for you to consider MTM. The culture is really, really good. There's no big eyes, little U's. We value everyone's opinion and we welcome the diversity and the experience that a veteran will bring.
MTM is a great place for a second career. You're going to take all the skills that you've learned in the military, all that mission focus, all that camaraderie, all that teamwork and collaboration, and you're going to be able to bring it to an environment that not only supports that, but demands it and thrives with it. At MTM, we have a word we use called Ndomi, which is the care and concern for others and our team members, and that is such a focus for us here at MTM. We want to stop people, talk to them, get to know you, make sure you're going to be successful here. And if you're having a problem or concern, we want to hear about it. What can we do to help you so that you have a great work day and feel part of the team?
Welcome back. You know, we all take for granted having the lights come on with a flick of a switch. Well, since 1902, Georgia Power has provided electricity to homes and businesses. They believe that incorporating transitioning veterans into their team is crucial for their future success.
My name is Kim Green, and I'm the Chairman, President, and CEO of Georgia Power. The Georgia Power is an electric utility, and we provide clean, safe, reliable, and affordable power to 2.7 million customers all across the state of Georgia.
My name is Darren Gould. I'm a Senior Fire Protection Specialist with Georgia Power at Plant Share. I served 21 years in the United States Air Force. I retired as a Master Sergeant. I achieved the rank of Senior Master Sergeant, but I chose to pursue a career with Georgia Power, and it's been a great experience so far.
My name is Tiffany Pike. I am an engineer for Georgia Power, and I'm a cyber officer for the Georgia Air National Guard.
Georgia Power wants to work with military veterans because our missions are aligned, our values are aligned. We want people who are focused on, again, taking care of their customers and taking care of that mission. And when members of the military come into Georgia Power, they understand that we have got to work together, to collaborate, work as a team. They have a strong work ethic. They work with each other. They're great teammates. They depend on each other. They are very focused on safety and all of these values that we believe in, they believe in, and so it makes us better here at Georgia Power to have military veterans as part of our workforce.
I officially retired the 1st of April of 2024. I mean, having spent 21 years in the Air Force, that's all I've ever known. I think my biggest challenge transitioning out of the military to Georgia Power is finding something to wear to work every day. I was an Air Force firefighter for 21 years. It was such an exciting experience serving in the United States Air Force as a firefighter. We provided fire and emergency services to the base populace. We protected people, property, and the environment at Georgia Power at Plant Share. I completed a 90-day skill bridge intern there, and I was offered a job on the last day of my intern. It's been a great experience so far. I'm enjoying it.
I am with the Georgia Air National Guard, and I'm an O2, so I am a lieutenant. I work with the Homeland Response Force with FEMA for Region 4. I'm the communications officer, and I'm also the communications officer with the 116th Communications Squadron in Warner Robins. My work here at Georgia Power has been very interesting and diverse. So I started as a substation engineer helping build substations and maintain them. So now I'm over at the Transmission Control Center, so I have a little bit of understanding from the field's perspective, from the smart equipment and how the control schemes work. You have the whole state of Georgia and all the interfaces around you in your hands. It's everything you do in Georgia Power is a little scary because you have your safety and other people's safety in your hands. So you kind of have, just like the military, you have their lives and you have people's lives just on both sides. You have it in your hands. So it's scary. You want to do the best you can. You want to be amazing at it.
What's most gratifying about my work with Georgia Power is coming to work every day knowing that I'm making a difference, knowing that I'm valued, knowing that my work is valued, knowing that I can spend time working within the fire protection realm at Plant Share has been the most gratifying part of my career here with Georgia Power. And also the people at Georgia Power, the culture at Georgia Power. It's a very exciting and friendly place to work.
Coming from the military, you think it's going to be easy to transition from military to civilian life, but it's very challenging. And so it is a very welcoming and open company to help you transition. And also they can take your skills and they can place them in the company and put you in the right place for your skill set.
So veterans bring so many benefits to this company, not just leadership and the values, but also the technical skills that many of them were able to build in the military, like engineering and logistics, supply chain, operations. All of those apply directly to the kind of work that we do, and so their backgrounds and skills help make us better teammates, better for our communities.
To learn more about great career opportunities for veterans at Georgia Power, visit the link below.
Fearlessly solving the toughest national security challenges, Peraton hires veterans as their invaluable experience is transferable to the Peraton mission of protecting and promoting freedom around the world.
My name is Scott Cooper. I'm the Vice President of Government Relations at Peraton. So my ticket out of Wyoming was to join the military. And I spent a little more than 24 years in the military, in the Marine Corps. I flew jets in the Marine Corps. I flew the EA-6B Prowler. I served 5 tours in Iraq and 2 in Afghanistan during those conflicts.
My name is LeByron King, and at Peraton, my responsibilities are being over the internship program on the NARSO contract. I'm also the quality manager, and I have additional duties of assisting within the program operations management office on the NARSO contract as well. I served in the U.S. Army. The rank that I came out as was a Staff Sergeant, E6.
I am Melissa Bercia. I am a U.S. Army veteran. I worked at Peraton for 7 years.
For over 125 years, Peraton has kept America safe, providing robust cyber solutions, innovating with AI/ML, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. They continue to lead the way.
Peraton is a next-generation national security company. We do things from working with the intel community to lots of work for NASA, running the Deep Space Network, to hybrid cloud for U.S. government civil agencies.
My job during my military career was an all-source intelligence analyst. I deployed to Afghanistan both as a soldier and a contractor. So being stationed in Bagram, it's very trying. You develop this sense of urgency, almost a paranoia, because you're under constant attacks by the enemy out there, rocket attacks, and you hear these alarms going off, incoming, and sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. If you make a wrong move, if you have a bad assessment and you're not correct on your information, you're gonna lose a life.
I was in the Army for 1 term. I was a 35 Golf, a geospatial intelligence analyst. So I flew on an aircraft. We did a lot of SIGINT work, we did a lot of IMIT work, we did a lot of satellite transmission. So we would have a lot of action. I would talk to the ground troops when they were going on patrol. So we were the eyes in the sky, so to speak. If you don't do your job correctly or the right way, people get injured, people die.
So I was part of the initial strikes in Iraq that kicked off the war in 2003. And when we got the call on the radio to go to Baghdad, it was what we had been planning to do, what we'd trained to do, the same kinds of flights that we'd done in the United States, training for that, but you were doing it. I'm really proud of the folks that I got to serve with and the way we performed during that time.
Transitioning out of the military for me, I had to say, was one of my most nervous moments. And I say that because there's this uncertainty. What's going to happen next?
I feel like I'm still transitioning from military life to civilian life. Make sure before you get out that your resume translates to a civilian resume.
The other thing I would say is the corporations out there, and one of the reasons I'm so proud to work at Peraton, is that corporations should look, I think, first at veterans, because you're not going to find a more hardworking, selfless group of people as you look to fill out the ranks of your company. And so that's why I'm so proud to work at Peraton. We have 3,500 people that served in the military that serve alongside me at Peraton.
The mission statement of Peraton is protect and promote freedom around the world. And that's exactly what our United States military does. I believe Peraton is a great place for vets to work because they give you a shot. Been here 2 years. I don't plan on going anywhere. I've made had a couple of promotions since I've been here, moving on up the track just like I did in the military. So for any veteran looking for that type of stability, that type of success story, that type of opportunity, hey, Peraton is a great place to be.
If you're interested in working at Peraton, go to careers.peraton.com.
To learn more about great career opportunities for veterans at Peraton, visit careers.peraton.com.
Great to see that after sacrificing so much during military service, today's veterans were able to find careers that they've been able to shine. I'm Montel Williams. Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Military Makeover Operation Career. We'll see you next time.